Hello students, I hope you are safe at home. Today I am going to explain you chapter number 4. Student, in the earlier chapter we have studied about the arrival of Europeans in India. Now in this chapter I am going to explain you how the traders became rulers. Okay. By the mid of 18th century, the British had started to emerge as a strong power on the Indian political horizon. Do you know that the British came to India only for trade? Initially, they took permission to trade in Indian states. Then how did they become the rulers of entire India? The history of the British rule arouses many such questions. To serve their economic interest, they increased their political hold on India with the use of British diplomatic tactics. Now, let's learn about the Wellesley's policy of expansion. When Lord Wellesley became the Governor General of India, there was a tough competition between the English and the French to establish their power in India. Lord Wellesley made a plan known as Subsidiary Alliance to stop the French to become the strongest power in India and to make British rule supreme power in the native states of India. This plan was to make slave to the Indian states at their own risk. The states who accepted this alliance had to keep British army in their states and bear the expense of the army, or they had to give some of their own region to the company for the expense. The king who accepted this alliance had to keep British representative in his own state. The king who accepted this plan could not keep any other foreigners for employment except Britishers in his own state. Due to this plan, the Indian kings got British army, but they could not utilize it. The subsidiary alliance was like a sweet poison for the native states of India. Initially, this plan gave the feeling of safety, but gradually it gave a feeling of slavery to the kings. The kings became coward and idle. Their skill for battle and bravery were ruined. The Indian state that became the victim of the subsidiary alliance were Hyderabad, Mysore, Ayodhya, Jodhpur, Gaikwad of Vadodara, Peshwa of Pune, and Sindhias of Gwalior. Now, the Nizam of Hyderabad was the first victim of the subsidiary alliance system. The Nizam had a fight with the Marathas in which he incurred heavy losses. Hence, he adopted Wellesley's plan to run his kingdom. Later, the Marathas fought amongst themselves after the death of Nana Fadnavis. Hence, one by one, the Marathas also adopted the subsidiary system of Wellesley. Afterwards, the states of Mysore, Ayodhya, Tanjore, and Karnataka also became the victim of this system. Some other states like Gorakhpur, Farrukhabad also went through the same ordeal. The state of Tipu Sultan was already under British rule, so it also accepted the subsidiary alliance system. Thus, within a span of 7 years, Wellesley expanded the company rule to a great extent and made it the supreme power in India. Now, in my next video, I will explain you the further topic. Thank you.